So you have listed your product on your Amazon seller account, and now you're ready to ship off the product so you can take advantage of the Amazon FBA program. In this video, I'm going to take you step by step through the entire process of sending your first Amazon FBA shipment. And I'll do this by using this example product which I've actually sold on Amazon in the past. There are 3 steps into sending your shipment to Amazon without any issues. Step 1 is to prepare your shipment. Step 2 is to create a shipping plan. And step 3 is to schedule your shipment for collection. Now I'm going to break each of these one by one as simple as possible, so let's get started. By the way, I'm holding a completely free live workshop where I'll show you step by step how to build an Amazon business which can make you anywhere from 300 to £1,000 every single day. Now I don't get to do this often, so make sure you don't miss it, and it will mainly be beneficial for people from UK, US or Europe. So if you're from there, click the first link in the description and sign up. I'll see you there. Once you're in your Amazon inventory, you need to go on the product that you would like to ship to Amazon and then click on these 3 dots. When you click on them, you can scroll down and it will say print item labels. Just click on it and it will take you to a new page or new tab. And here, right here, you need to add how many units of this product would you like to ship to Amazon. Let's say I want to send in 10 units. So I'm just going to put 10 and then I'm going to select the format of this printing. So do I want to do standard formats or thermal printing? Now, if you have a thermal label printer, then it's amazing because you're gonna save a lot of money from ink, as a thermal label does not, thermal printer does not require you to have any ink installed, as it just uses the heat from the thermal printer onto a thermal paper and it goes ahead and prints it. Now, I recommend in the long term, you do get a thermal printer because it's gonna save you a lot of money rather than just using a standard printer, which you might already have at home. But let's say for this example, you have a standard printer, which standard printer is basically a normal printer. For that, you can use the standard format, and then the type of sticker, the template for the stickers or the labels, you're going to use 44 labels sheet. A 44 label sheet is basically this. As you can see, you can buy 100 of these A4 sheets. Each sheet has 44 labels on it, and then you can get this, put it in your printer, and then you can simply print off these labels. So then you would click on print item labels and it will automatically be downloaded. As you can see, it's come in a format which is, you just have to click on the print button, put the actual labels into your printer, and it will go ahead and print it in this exact order. And then you can just peel it off and then you're gonna stick it on the product. Now in my case, I used to use the standard formats and I moved to a thermal label because, as I said, it's a lot more cost efficient. Now for my case, I have this thermal label roll. So I can just print off the label on this. And then once I printed them off, all I have to do is peel them off from here. And then let's say this is the product that I'm shipping off. I'm just gonna stick it on the actual product. Just anywhere where is a clear space, I'll just put it on. Now I said anywhere where there's clear space. However, if the product does have a barcode on it, then you're gonna put it on top of that barcode. Now some of you might be wondering, but why would you cover the barcode that already has it? Or why would you even bother printing out another label and then sticking on top of the barcode if the product already has a barcode? Do you need to do it? Amazon doesn't force you to put Amazon's barcode on every single product. However, I always recommend you put Amazon's barcode on every single product you send. The reason being is because let's say you and I are selling this exact same product. I am sending in 4 units. You're also sending in 4 units. Now, both of us didn't decide to stick Amazon's barcode. Now, once this product arrived at Amazon's warehouse, they got mixed up, right? Your products and my products just got mixed up. Now, Amazon's trying to think, okay, whose unit belongs to who? And let's say I sent in damaged 4 units, whereas you send in perfectly 4 fine, like your units were perfectly fine. Amazon won't know that. And they might put my damaged units under yours and they might give yours to me. So you lost money just because you didn't spend an extra hour just sticking the labels onto the actual product. So whenever you have a barcode, cover it with this barcode. And if it doesn't have a barcode, then you just stick it anywhere you want. Like this product doesn't have a barcode, so I've stuck it right here, as you can see. This is the Amazon's barcode right here. Now, another confusion a lot of new sellers have is, if I'm selling a pack of 2, how do I label them? So if you are selling it as a pack of 2, you don't need to individually label each product. What you will need to do is take the 2 units that you're trying to sell in a pack of 2. Then you will need a poly bag with a suffocation warning label. Now, I will leave a link in the description. It's not a sponsored link. I'll just leave it in the description where you can go ahead and buy those poly bags. You can go on Amazon, but the link I've left is like a wholesale price, so you can just buy it from there. Now, this will only work in the UK, so if you're from a different country like US or Europe, anywhere else, you might have to find your own supplier, wholesale polybag supplier, or just use Amazon for the moment. But all you're going to do is take this 2 units, put it inside the actual poly bag. Then you're going to peel off the poly bag right here, and then you're going to seal off the poly bag, and then you're going to simply take the label and you're going to put it on top of the poly bag like this. So as you can see, now this is a single unit because it's a pack of 2, and the label goes on top of this specific unit which you have created. See, I'm wasting my resources for you, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe right now. Now once you have finished up labeling the products, it's time to put them inside a box. So this is just an example box, but you can use any box as long as it's not longer than 63.5 centimeters from all the dimensions, so in the length and the height and the width. So that's the key thing. But apart from that, you can use any box. It can have labeling on it. It can be just a reused box that you're using which has come from Amazon. It doesn't really matter. And you're just gonna put those units, let's say these are the 2 units I'm sending, you're gonna put it inside and you're just gonna close it off, and then you will just use this tape to go ahead and seal it off. And there you have it. Now you have put your product inside a box. Now once you have sealed the box off, there are 2 things you need to do. First, you need to measure the box from all 3 dimensions: length, height, and width. So for that, I'm going to use a measurement tape, and I'm going to take a note of this with 30 by 13. And the next thing I need is how much does this box weigh? So I'm just going to take a weighing scale. By the way, I'll leave link to all the things I'm using in the description, so you can just use that. So I can see that this product weighs almost 2 kg. I don't know if you will be able to see, but this product weighs almost 2 kg. So I'm going to also make a note of that. So I'm going to note it as 2 kg. Cool. Now that's everything you need to do to prepare your shipment. Now let's move on to step 2, which is to create a shipping plan. Now if this product was made of glass or any material that is easily breakable, then what you will need to do is also bubble wrap it. You can buy the bubble wrap from the same website as where you're gonna buy the poly bags, or you can go on Amazon and just buy a huge pack of the bubble wrap. Then you can cut them into pieces and wrap the product around with the bubble wrap. Then you can also tape the product, and then you can stick the barcode on top of that. If it's a single pack, if it's a double pack, then you put those bubble wrap units into a poly bag, seal off the poly bag, and then you label that. In order to create a shipping plan, you will need to go back to your inventory, click the 3 dots, and then you will need to click on send/replenish inventory. If this is your first ever shipping plan that you are doing, it will ask you to add your ship from address and choose your destination marketplace, so the marketplace that you sell in. And then you will simply to go here under the product information and still enter how many units you're sending. So that will be 10 in our case, and then click on ready to pack. Now you can also print the labels directly from here by just clicking on print the SKU labels, but we already did that, so we don't have to. Then you will simply click on pack individual units. Now again, if it's for the first time you're doing a shipping plan for the product, it might also ask you for this information, such as who's going to prep this product. So you're going to have to choose buy seller, because you can ask Amazon to do the prepping, such as if the product needs any labeling, if the product needs any bubble wrapping, you can ask Amazon to do it, but they're going to charge you 78p per unit. So you're just best off doing it yourself. And if you also need any sort of prepping such as bubble wrapping, it will also tell you right here if the product needs it. So once that's done, click on ready to pack, and you'll be moved on to the next step. So pack individual units. There you go. Now in step 1B, you'll need to choose if all of the products that you're sending fit in one box or they fit in multiple boxes. I'm going to choose one box, but the process is exactly the same if you're going to select multiple boxes as well. So everything fits in one box, and confirm. Now this is why we decided to take information such as the box dimensions and the box weight, because it will ask us to enter that information right here. So in our case, it was 30 by 13 by 29, and then the box weight was 2 kg, and then we're just going to confirm packing information. And there you have it. We have got 2 warnings, but you don't have to worry about the 2 warnings. The only warnings you will need to worry about, if the box weighs more than 15.5 kg, then you will need to print off this specific label, and you will need to stick on all 4 sides of the box. Another thing you need to remember is that a box cannot weigh more than 23 kg. So make sure you always keep it 22 kg to be on the safe side. So 2 things with the box: no longer than 63.5 centimeter and cannot weigh more than 23 kg. And if it weighs more than 15 kg, you will need to stick this heavy package label on all 4 sides of the box. In our case, we don't have to. Now for step 2, first thing we have to do is select the ship date. So in our case, we're going to just choose the next day. So let's say today is Thursday, we're going to choose Friday, and we're going to choose small parcel delivery because we're not sending a pallet. And now always make sure you select UPS. The reason why is because they're Amazon's partnered courier, which means they will cost you way less compared to you trying to choose your own courier such as DHL, Yodel, or Royal Mail, or any others. And then when you scroll down, you can actually see where this product is being shipped. Now this is just for your information to know which Amazon's fulfillment center is this product being shipped to. And then you can just agree the terms and conditions and accept charges and confirm shipping. Now once you've accepted charges and confirmed shipping, you actually have up to 24 hours before you can cancel the actual shipping plan. If not, you will be charged the £2.41 for the plan and you can't basically cancel it. So if you didn't send the product at all, or something happened or you're not going to be able to send it, then you can cancel it within 24 hours. Once you've done that, in step 3, you'll be able to print the box label. So at the start, we printed off the product label. The box label is what will go on the actual box. So the UPS guy or whoever comes to pick it up can scan it, and then they will know, okay, this product needs to go there. Now, before I had a thermal label, I always picked the 99.1 times by 139 labels, and then I just printed them off, and I'll tell you why exactly, because the labels that I used to buy was a pack of 100 where I had 2 labels on one A4 sheet. So I would just put this in the printer and it will get printed, and I would just peel it off and I would stick it on the side of the boxes. Now make sure you print it and stick it on the side and not on the top, because Amazon recommends that. Plus, it's for a reasonable reason, which is that when UPS collects the parcels, they actually stack the boxes on top of each other. So when they do that, your barcode on the actual label might get scratched, and then Amazon won't be able to scan it, and then your product will be lost forever. So that's why I always stick it on the side. And obviously, if you have a thermal label, then you can buy this 500 label roll, which I have here. As you can see, this is the roll that I have, and you can just print on this, and then you can just peel it off like this, and then you can go ahead and stick it on the side. So as you can see, even if it doesn't fit, you can stick it like this and like that, but just make sure that the label is clear enough to get scanned. And once you have done that, on the last part where it says view tracking details, you will need to take note of the tracking number that is given by the Amazon shipping plan. So in this case, this is the tracking number or tracking ID. Just copy that, because we're still not done. We have one more step left, and for that we will need this specific piece of information. So now let's move on to step 3, which is scheduling your shipment to be collected by UPS. So simply go on Google and type in UPS, and then simply go to this website. Don't go on this one. I'd never go on it. So just go on this specific one and then just opt into the cookies if you want to. Then click on shipping right here, and then it will say schedule a collection. Right here, when you click on this, it will open up a parcel collection form that you will need to fill in. Now, if you have a UPS account, which you can create for free, some of the information will be filled in every single time, but in our case, we're not signed in. So the first question is, do you have a pre-printed UPS label? Yes, we do, because the tracking details we got for the shipping plan is what we are going to add here, as you can see. Now, if you had multiple boxes, then for each box, you will have a tracking ID. In order to add multiple tracking IDs here, you just need to put the tracking ID for one box, then put the comma, or put a comma, and then you can either put space or no space, and then you can put the next tracking ID. So you can put as many tracking IDs as you are given, or as many boxes you're sending. Then you will simply need to add your company name or your business name. Then you will need to add your address. So this is the address that you want the parcel to be collected from. Let's say you have decided that I'm not going to be home, so I'm going to schedule it at my friend's house where he's going to be where the UPS guy can go and collect it from. You can just add your friend's address, and the UPS guy will go there and collect it. And make sure you add this information in carefully. Once you have done that, next is adding package information such as the weight as well as how many boxes you're sending. So in our case is 1. If you're sending in 10, then just select 10, because this way UPS will know how many parcels they need to allocate for the driver. And then the total weight of your collection. So if one box weighs 10 kg and you have 10 boxes, you will need to add 100 kg right here. And then you will need to also select the service collection. You will need to simply select the standard, the type of service we are using, or Amazon say. Now this option is not being shown here, but you will need to select the type of service you're using, and you'll be able to see that in here. As you can see, we're using UPS standard. So make sure you select UPS standard, and then just select if your total package weighs more than 32 kg, then just select yes. And if you don't select this, your service type, then you won't be able to add the time for collection. Now the great thing about UPS is that they can literally come the following day for collection. And if you schedule before 12 p.m, so you schedule in the morning, they can actually come on the same day. The only catch is that you have to give them a 4-hour window. So if you're scheduling at 11 o'clock, you have to choose from 11 between 4. So 11 to 4 is the time they will come in. So you can't give them a 1-hour slot. And then preferred location, and then simply put in your email and then go next. Now, make sure after you press next, you will need to look at all the information and click confirm, because some people forget that step and then UPS never comes to your place to collect it. So once it's confirmed, that is everything. From this point onwards, you don't have to worry about anything. UPS will come to your house, collect the parcel, take it to Amazon, and Amazon will take it out from the box. They will count, they will look at the product, they will scan the barcode, the Amazon barcode, and then they will put it into their fulfillment center. And on your Amazon inventory, it will actually show you the product becoming active, and then customers can start buying it from you. So that's exactly how you are going to go ahead. Now, if you found this video useful, then you will definitely find the free live workshop that I'm hosting, where I'll show you how to build an Amazon business that will make you anywhere from 300 to 1,000 pounds a day. So make sure you sign up using the link in the description and go watch this video, because if you found this video useful, this will definitely be useful for you.